Hey ladies, I am back with another Dear Her letter to add to our Dear Her letter series. This letter is for the woman who feels like her hair won't grow. She feels like her hair has stopped growing. The woman who is experiencing constant breakage and she doesn't know how to get it to stop. The woman who is always thinking and saying, my hair has always done that. My hair won't grow, so I'm going to just keep it short or cover it up. To the woman whose hair won't grow. You've been going through these consistent hair breakage cycles. One moment it seems like your hair is growing, and the next moment it's breaking again. You're constantly comparing how your hair grows to your mom's hair, another family member's hair, or even a friend's hair. And you're trying to gain understanding about why your hair is doing something different from theirs. So you're trying every product that social media tells you will stop your breakage. And you're exhausted and frustrated. You're wondering why your hair won't grow. I get it. I've been there too. Something continues to happen over and over again, and there doesn't seem to be an answer to your problem. Let me give you a different perspective. Have you ever thought that maybe your hair is growing, but not retaining length? Or your hair routine is sabotaging your hair? Hair loss is not the only hair concern that is internal, and healthy hair is not luck, it is strategy. Sincerely, your hair restoration specialist. Okay, so let's get into it. First, I want to talk about hair science. And according to hair science, your hair is going through a repeated cycle, okay? It grows, it transitions from one phase to the next, then it rests, and then it sheds, and then it starts all over again, okay? At any given point, if internally your follicles are affected by some factor like nutrition, illness, inflammation, anything like that, stress, the hair follicle is triggered and it affects the hair growth cycle, okay? It can shorten the growth phase. It can bring about the resting and the shedding phase faster and make that phase last longer. And this could be why you feel like your hair just won't grow. You could be experiencing something internally and something may be going on within your body that may be affecting the way your hair growth cycle is functioning. Okay, that is something to take into consideration. The next thing I want to talk about is length retention. Sometimes your hair is growing. Like in the growing phase, your hair is growing about 2 to 7 years. That's a long time for your hair to be constantly and rapidly growing, because that's what's happening in the anagen phase, the growing phase. It's rapidly growing for a period of between 2 to 7 years, depending on the person. And your hair may be growing. However, your hair may not be retaining length. Length retention is your hair's ability to keep its length without breakage, okay? If you feel like your hair is not growing and or always breaking, it could be because your hair is not retaining any length. Now I want to talk about factors that can contribute to your hair's ability to retain length. The first one is trimming your ends. A lot of women come into the salon to get their hair done and they don't want to trim their ends. They don't want to trim their ends because, one, their hair is constantly breaking and they want to retain as much length as possible. They want to keep it as long as they can, so they don't want to trim their ends. Another reason is they have experienced hairstylist trauma where they went somewhere, asked for a trim. The hairstylist has said, I'm going to trim off X amount of hair, X amount of inches, and they end up giving them basically a full haircut. And now they don't want to ever get a trim again. The problem with that is you are hindering your hair growth process. You are keeping your hair from retaining the length that it can retain if you were to trim your ends on a consistent basis. You need to trim your ends at least every 3 months. Some women wait a whole year. A year is not effective for retaining length for your hair. The next factor is excessive dryness. If your hair is excessively dry, it does not have hydration and it is not being moisturized properly. The two work together in order for your hair to retain moisture, which will in turn help you to retain length by preventing breakage. The next factor is weak and or fragile hair strands. So weak and fragile hair strands can come from dryness, because dryness causes breakage, but it can also come from other factors like follicle miniaturization. This is a symptom of androgenetic alopecia, which is a type of hair loss which can be genetic. Another factor is low elasticity. Low elasticity is your hair's ability to stretch and return to its natural state without breaking. If your elasticity is low, when you pull it to stretch it, it's going to snap in two. That means that your hair is lacking protein. Your hair does not have enough protein. The other factor is hair strand disorders, which can come from poor hair care practices, and this can be genetic as well. Now, when you're thinking about length retention, we talked about androgenetic alopecia and follicle miniaturization, and we also talked about hair strand disorders, and both of those being genetic. And you may wonder, can length retention be hereditary? And it can be hereditary if your hair is not retaining length because of follicle miniaturization or a hair strand disorder, and it is genetic. Now let's talk about your hair care routine, because preventing breakage and retaining length and getting your hair to grow and flourish healthy and strong is not just about the products that you use. It is also about styling your hair as well. Are you being too rough when you are manipulating the hair? When you're combing it or brushing it? Are you doing it too hard or too fast? Are you taking your time? Are you rushing through your styling process? When you are detangling your hair, are you taking your time and detangling it from the ends to the roots? Or are you just combing and or brushing from the base down through your tangled hair strands, which can cause hair breakage as well? Are you wearing your protective styles the right way? Meaning, are you getting proper scalp care and hair treatments prior to the protective style and after the protective style, in addition to keeping your ends trimmed? Are you keeping your scalp cleansed and healthy, nourished by applying serums or oils or sprays that have the proper vitamins and nutrients and ingredients in it that are going to nourish your scalp, feed the scalp, help your scalp to be healthy? Are you constantly pulling it in a ponytail? I understand. Ponytails are super convenient, easy to do, quick, but if you're constantly pulling your hair in a ponytail, this can cause breakage. Do you have a proper balance of protein and moisture? Are you getting your protein treatments, your hydration treatments, and your deep moisturizing treatments the way that you should, according to your hair, your needs, your hair growth cycle, your hair growth routine, your lifestyle? Are you doing the things that you need to do to your hair in addition to using the products? How are you styling your hair? How are you caring for your hair? How are you manipulating your hair? If you feel like this letter was for you, I want you to drop a heart in the comments. Tell me what resonated with you about this video. And if you are ready to stop guessing and start understanding your hair care journey, I would love to walk alongside you with a Divine Crown consultation. Just click the link in my description box of my YouTube channel. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, you are not what happened to you. You are not what you are struggling with. You are who God created you to be.